Last time on Knights of the Roll Table, Yenni, Igneous, Biscuit, Diedre Branch, and Cookie made their way up the coast, taking a stop in Hammertuck. Eventually, the team made their way to the dry land of Khall T'Vott. They descended on a ruined castle and keep and met Clanrock, the de facto leader. After being under siege and leaderless, they revealed their enemy, a 15-foot giant slime.
Kind of over that inner perimeter, you just kind of almost like a big cresting wave. You kind of see this kind of form just kind of come up and over and then kind of come back down the side. And it is a tall wall, but it's not like it's a huge castle wall. It's maybe about 10 feet wall with a walkway on the top of that wall. And as you guys are coming up, there's a bunch of other Dragonborn who are kind of running up to the wall. And let's see, who's maybe our most weapon adept person of us?
Not me, I'm a magician.
Yenni.
I mean, Yenni's a barbarian.
Yenni's
For
probably pretty
strength
good,
weapons,
or-
Yenni for Dex, maybe Diedre. Although I'm not sure, is Igneous?
Well,
Igneous is a monk.
Igneous has two hands and a giant stick.
Okay, then
So
Branch
then,
also has a
strength,
stick.
Yenni, if it's Dex, then Diedre.
Well, how about this? Diedre and Yenni, go ahead and roll a perception.
Ooh.
I'm real short too, so I can't see much.
8. Okay,
Ooh,
great.
At 20, baby.
Yeah!
All right.
Woo, 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 woo.
There it is. All right, so Diedre, as you're seeing everybody kind of come forward, you're noticing that as opposed to like swords or axes or anything like that, people are picking up like rocks and kind of big pieces of stone and even some kind of loosely made almost like clubs, maybe that have a wooden handle, but that have like rock on it. So you're just kind of not seeing...
There's no militia here.
It's pretty bare bones.
And
What you're
like,
seeing, what they're carrying as they're all running to the wall.
And it's all like rocks and stuff? Like literally like stone? Nobody's carrying like other types of big sticks, say, or metal pointy things?
There's kind of an array of different like improvised stuff, but you're not seeing swords and axes and spears and things like that.
Hey, Clan Rock, are the oozes weak to anything like electricity or fire or bad words or insults about their mother or something like that?
He says, and he's kind of like, you all can fight, right? Let's to the wall. And as you're kind of going, he says,
I didn't get much of an answer there.
they're not. As you're running, he says, we've tried almost everything. They're not susceptible to normal magical attacks. They don't seem to be very smart. They seem to avoid fire. But that's I can use my radiant magic on it, and that seems to repel them. But that's kind of it. Fire and radiant magic.
where are all the weapons? Why is everyone just holding sticks and rocks and things? Where is your militia, man?
He says, we are the militia. And he kind of looks and he says, you'll want to be careful with your weapons. The slimes tend to melt them.
I would like to, if I may, after processing that information, I'd like to cast Shadow Blade
Okay.
to basically summon my Shadow Blade in my hand.
Okay, let me look up the properties. Do you have that called up what the properties
It's
are?
just
for that?
basically, I get a magic sword that lasts its concentration. Just prepping
Awesome.
that.
Very good. All right, so you guys are running up to the wall, and there's kind of some people passing rocks up to people on top of the wall, and other people are throwing rocks down, or they're kind of starting to engage with this thing on the other side of the wall. And at this point, if you guys want to move forward, we can roll initiative and we can jump in there, or if there's anything else you want to do before you start to engage in the fight here.
How far away is it from us right now?
So it's just, you guys have run up to the wall, and it's assumably just on the other side of the wall. And
So we can't
formerly
see
there
it.
was like, you can't see it. So you'd have to get up, you'd have to go up the stairs on the wall to get to the top to look over, because they've barricaded up the fence, or excuse me, they've barricaded the gate and the door that would normally be the entryway. It's barricaded full of rock and stone and material.
All right. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, very good. All right, and as you guys are getting ready, let's see, Igneous, go ahead and roll a perception for me. As you guys are you're standing there, Clan Rock is ordering people, and he's saying, hey, you guys get over here. All right, grab those rocks, get them up here. Be ready over there. Look on the side. Where is he? Look around.
17 perception.
17. So you see in the, kind of in the wall right in front of you, you kind of look at this little point, and you kind of see almost what looks like a little bit of like water kind of start to come out. And then eventually this kind of bit of water, instead of falling and dripping down, is kind of collecting and pushing forward. And there's this like oozing thing coming through the small, like a small crack in the reinforcement right in front of you, Igneous. So
is it clear like water, or is it more
It is not.
sludge?
It is
Okay.
sludgy and black. And let us roll initiative.
Guys, there's a thing here.
All right, awesome. So, starting at the top here, we have Branch kicking us off. So there's the wall in front of you. There's two staircases, like little scaffold ladders to kind of get up to the top of the wall, where you'd be able to see down to the bigger slime on the other side. And as Igneous points out, and as you kind of look, there is this growing mass kind of coming out of the side of the wall right in front of you guys.
Fun. I want to go be able to see the thing.
Okay, so you use your movement. You're able to get up to the top. There's 3 or 4 other Dragonborn up there who are throwing rocks down, or like kind of jabbing with different items there. And as you look down, you see that kind of up against this wall is this bigger slime, and it's kind of pushing up against the wall in front of you, and it's massive. It's maybe the mass of like 5 or 6 grizzly bears like glued together, kind of oscillating. As you look over the side, roll a Constitution save.
Okay. It's a dirty 20.
All right, so as soon as you put your head over and kind of see within the vicinity of this thing, you're hit with this putrid, rancid, horrible wafting. It almost like burnt, like when you open the oven when your head is there and it like hits you with the blast. Yep. It's like that, but like stinky disgustingness. But you managed, yeah. But you managed to kind of fight it back.
Cool. That's great. I'm just gonna go big. I'm gonna cast Firestorm on it.
Okay.
How far away would you say like the back end of it is? The part furthest away from the wall. And are there any Dragonborn there?
So you guys are all up on the wall, and it's down below, and most of it's still sitting down on the ground. So it's maybe like 8 feet down and maybe 2 or 3 feet back from the bottom.
Firestorm might be too big. Firestorm is 10-foot cubes. I think I'm going to not do that.
Okay.
Cool. Is there fire around anywhere?
As you're kind of looking, there's maybe a torch lit up on kind of around the wall every once in a while. So within maybe 100 feet, there's a torch. Somebody behind might have a torch ready.
Cool.
It's kind of later afternoon.
Man, do
so
Firestorm.
Or you
wanna
can do
do
Firestorm, whatever you want to do.
That just seems too big. I don't want to burn the entire village down.
Well, just
I
do
have
it,
another
like-
fire thing.
Is there room for a 10 by 10, whatever it was, of fire? Or
Well,
is there
behind you could put, there's kind of a cleared area because this is kind of where the entrance to this would be. So on the other side is kind of a road that kind of goes out from there. So there is open area, and as you're kind of looking at it, it is kind of the derelict city, right?
Right.
The
It's mostly
left
stone,
behind.
right? The city. It's not a lot of wood.
As you're looking at it, it looks pretty rough, but it does look like any other place. It's not carved out of the side of a mountain. It is a mix of
It's okay, because
Okay, here's
Sarsa
what we're gonna do.
also has an overkill way of putting out fire, so...
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
Sarsa's
Well,
not
it's just
here,
it's
so-
instantaneous, so it's not like it stays
dang
up
it.
all the time. So here's what we're gonna do. It's
Okay.
however many 10-foot cubes it would take to up to 10 to hit the ooze thing. I want to put them all right there. They all have to touch each other. So like a blob of 10-foot cubes within 150 feet of me. That's like right in the center of the guy would be great.
Okay, and is that just like pure fire?
A storm made up of sheets of roaring flame appears in a location that I choose within range.
Okay, so yeah, I'll say that if you kind of want to concentrate it kind of on top of it,
Yep.
yes, that
I want to
you
light it
can-
on fire.
you can hit it with that fire. Go
Cool.
ahead and roll the damage.
Let's
then.
do it. All right. Well, it has
What
to
can
make
we
a
do
dexterity
in
saving
round
throw.
1 of our first battle to send the message that the knights are in the building?
It is
Drop a dang
10
firestorm.
10 by 10 firestorms. Yeah.
All right, cool. Go ahead and have it roll a dexterity saving throw against 18.
Dex save 14.
Cool. Oh, all right. I don't have that many d10s, so I'm going to use an online calculator
Okay.
to roll it.
Okay.
How many d10s is it?
7.
7
that's-
d10s. Okay.
Yep. That's 50 fire damage.
50 fire damage. Okay. So
The fire also damages objects in the area and it ignites flammable objects that aren't being worn or carried. But I do choose to not affect plant life because plants aren't doing anything, and I have that choice.
okay.
Sorry, slime, but do not eat all of the humans here. Thank you.
So you guys are kind of figuring all this stuff out, and hey, we should go over here, and the thing goes down, and this just from the other side of the wall, you just see like fire and smoke like coming up for a brief moment. Does it stick around, or it's kind of an instantaneous?
It says instantaneous, so I think it just goes away
Okay.
afterwards.
So
Other than
this
catching
kinda-
things on fire, which it might do.
Yeah, so this boom, big explosion of fire happens, and it's again the smell now wafts over, and it's got this smell of burning flesh happening to all of you.
Yum.
And Branches, you look down now, you see that it's been kind of scorched and burned a whole lot, and you see that there are now even there's kind of like all this charred, gross nastiness, but kind of out of that, these two pieces of it start to move around and kind of move away from the fire. So now there's 2 pieces of this ooblex there.
Are they?
But it's much smaller.
I know Branch would only see this, but so it's half the size of what it was, but there's 2.
It's at half the size and split in 2.
Split. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Classic ooze split.
Yep.
Got it.
I'm just picturing Slay the Spire, and cool.
Yeah.
I mean, this is back to Dragon Warrior Final Fantasy,
Oh no, there are 2 now. Okay. And then Branch just will kind of duck down behind the wall until his next turn.
You also see one of the Dragonborn soldiers that was like over there turn around to you, and they have like their eyebrows are gone, and like they've got like soot on their face, and they just give you this like
Sorry, Mr. Dragon Human guy. Branch should have given a warning. Sorry.
Yeah, please, next time, yes. But that was awesome, and he continues to work. All right, it is Yenni's turn. Yenni, you're still down below inside the courtyard. You've seen this big blast of fire happen. What do you want to do?
I assume that there's probably like large slabs of rock nearby that aren't easily carryable by like one individual, right?
As you're looking at the former kind of entrance here, you see that there are some really big slabs of rock and boulders there, but there's also, bricks and smaller size rocks and stuff that are there. So there's a mix of things. So you can find kind of all sizes of.
Yeah, I want something not as large as Sisyphus's boulder, but larger than an individual brick. So like, maybe almost equivalent to my size. Probably a single person would have trouble like
a beanbag
lifting
chair
it, but
size?
that's kind of what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of look in there and you're able to find like a beanbag size boulder that's sitting there.
I call out to Branch, call it! And I tell him, like I indicate with like my finger, like point to me where I should aim.
There.
All right, so you point to one of the slimes there. Okay,
Yep.
great.
That's one right there.
What Yenni will do is she'll take out the Hydrax, but she will tell the Hydrax it's time to whip it up and transform it into a whip, wrap the whip around this thing, and then do one of those like spinny kind of like Olympic throws.
Like a hammer throw?
Like a hammer throw thing?
Yeah.
So the
boulder.
Hydrax is turning into a whip and gripping it, and you want to just propel the rock.
Yes,
and have
I want to
the
spin it around and
Hydrax
toss it over and
let
see
go.
if I can.
Interesting. I don't know the history of the Hydrax and its capabilities. Let's assume that it can do this.
It can transform
it
into
can.
a whip. It can go between
can.
modes. Yeah.
The picking up of big boulders and the
Kind of like
timing of
wrapping
the
around
release.
it, like tying it around.
Yeah, it's in the text.
Throwing it.
As
It's
written.
in the text.
Yeah,
It's in there.
Hydrax
Okay.
can pick up giant boulders and fling them over walls.
Says so in the scriptures.
Oh, wonderful. Great. That's my ignorance then. Okay,
So
well
say
then
we
roll
all.
an attack.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think I wrote that specifically.
I feel like
I've
it was
heard of
in
it.
there. I feel like we read it out loud.
It's
and
in
it was
here.
there.
It's in here.
I
If
know
you
it
find a rock big
can
enough, it
split.
says.
It can split and become whip, or it can get together and make an axe. But I don't remember anything about lifting a giant
All
thing.
right. So we're
Yeah,
calling this
go
an
ahead.
attack, not like athletics or acrobatics or anything, just a straight attack.
Let's do this first to see if you can pull off the maneuver of being
Yes.
able to wrap it.
Stunt.
Use your strength.
Gotcha.
Sure. Yeah. Should we use a stunt?
Yeah.
All or nothing.
Okay.
It's an all or nothing thing, right, Chris? Remind us
This
the
is a-
stunt feature.
Yeah, the stunt is if you do it, gosh, hold on, I gotta remember
Yeah, it was a
Hold on,
while
I'll look it
ago.
up.
We set a DC, and then you did it, and if it either succeeded or it
Oh yeah. Free action that's set aside for a very class specific kind of ability. It's kind of like a universal bonus action. Perform an especially daring or cool action if you get to make a check and try to make it essentially a free move action. If it isn't without risk, but it adds a dash
That's
of that
right, the
extra
risk
frantic
part of it.
opportunity pulp action flavor. So you set a DC, and if they pass it,
Okay.
then it works. But if it
Okay.
fails, then there is a consequence.
Okay. What's higher for Yenni, strength or dex?
Strength is higher.
Okay, so let's do a straight strength check.
Okay.
This will be to see if this stunt works out, or if there will be grave consequences.
Gotcha. Oh yeah. How about a 27?
Yes. So,
What did they see?
I said it at
26.
15.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 15.
I forget you guys are all basically gods now. You're like,
Yeah, we're
You gotta
level
go
15.
higher
You
than
gotta
that.
you gotta
cool.
pump up those numbers.
Okay, well, all right. Note for me. All right, so like it was nothing, you get the Hydrax to wrap around this boulder, and with an incredible feat of strength, like push your body backwards and get it going. And everybody looking at us like, this is not going to end well. No part of this. Anybody who has studied physics is like, there's no way this is going to work. But you time it just right. You lift at the right moment. You flip the Hydrax out of its grip, and it flies over, and has to go really high, like dangerously high, and the little shadow forms over that same Dragonborn who had the soot on his face, and he kind of looks up, and it's like the shadow like coming down. But at the last minute, the shadow moves, and it goes out in front. And Branch, you're the only one who sees this. You just see this squish right on top, and like not even like there's not even like splatter. It just like boom. It doesn't move. There's no bounce back or anything like that. It just completely stomps it straight down. And yeah, I'm not gonna have you roll any damage because that's awesome. So boom, it hit down just like that. And one of those oozes is under a big rock. Well done. That's all I'm letting you do that turn. Okay.
Right. Well, let me do one last thing, which is Branch. And Yenni's like holding up a thumbs up.
Hey.
2 thumbs up. Incredible. Okay. All right. It is Cookie's turn.
Okay.
Biscuit's copy.
Simulacrum.
Yeah.
Can Cookie get to where he can see
Yes.
some of the
Yeah.
oozes, like up on the
Yes.
wall?
Yes.
Okay.
No
Cookie's
problem.
gonna run up. Oh, here I go. I'm gonna go up on the wall.
All right, so same thing. You're able to see down. There's scorched slime, and then there's one big slime over on the side, and then a big rock.
Do I need to make a con save?
Yes, please roll a con save.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 17 plus 10, so 27.
All right, so same thing. Cookie feels that gag reflex, but doesn't seem to affect you. But it's off, and now it smells burnt, like burnt hair.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the one that has no damage to it, and I'm gonna say, hey there, buddy. You should not be here. And he's gonna pull out a little pouch, kind of root around a little bit, and pull out a tiny little red glowing fork and throw it down at the ooze. That's the big ooze that hasn't been split or smashed by a rock. And he's going to cast Plane Shift. This is a 7th level spell. I have to make a melee spell attack. 15.
Hits.
It does?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, dang. Okay. So Cookie is going to plane shift and banish it to the elemental plane of fire.
Okay.
He's going to be like,
oh, nice touch.
"Be gone with you!" And it just, and it's not like banishment where it goes away for a minute. It goes there and it does not come back. It's permanent.
All right. Well, very good. So,
Cookie
yeah,
does that thing where he kind of like blows, blows his finger guns like, "Thank you very much."
all right. So, that piece is Gonzo, and excellent. It has disappeared from view, and Cookie, as you're looking over, you don't see any signs of that big piece of slime anymore.
All right, nice. Biscuit's down on the ground. He's like, "Hey, that's my other self. That's kind of like my clone. How about that?"
And that'll take us to Biscuit's turn.
Biscuit is going to also go up on the wall. He's gonna
All right.
run up next to Cookie and be like, "Good job there, buddy. Here, watch this. You think that was hot?" And he's going to shoot down. Let's see. What am I gonna do? Do I want to?
So as you I
gotta
Biscuit
do a
looks
con
over.
save.
Yeah. So you actually don't have to do a con save, but as you look over, there's the rock, there's the place where that plane shift opened up, and then you don't see anything else in front of you right away.
Oh, I don't see the two little ones.
Not from up there.
Not from up there.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Hey, did you take care of all of them? Oh, I just took care of the one. Well, I guess, well, gosh, I don't know what I should do.
So there is still below the one that was coming through the wall.
Oh, do I see
Down
that?
below.
Do I see that one?
Yeah.
Coming through
You
the
had
wall.
seen that one that was coming through the wall. When you go up, the ones that you saw on the already on the other side, those ones are Gonzo.
Oh,
But the one
okay.
coming through. So as you go back and look, you can see it's still pushing its way through and getting bigger, forming on the other side of the wall.
Is it, how thick is how dense, deep is the wall? Like, is it mostly on the other side? Is it mostly on?
So you can't really tell, but it's, you're not seeing any parts of it that are sticking out, but it's pretty wide. I mean, you're able to, stand on it comfortably. So it's about the width of a sidewalk. What's that, like 3 feet or so?
Yeah, about
And
4
then, there's kind of a reinforced area of the rock at that door that they tried to kind of seal up. And so it maybe extends another foot. So you think that you kind of deduce, oh, maybe it's mostly inside of the wall right now, and it's pushing through.
Well, that makes things a little trickier because I was gonna try to burn it, but I don't want to blow up the wall.
And now there's a good maybe like beach ball sized bulb coming out on the inside of the wall.
Oh gosh. I will try to do this. I don't know if it's gonna work, but Biscuit's gonna look at the blob that he can see and say, "All right, I'm gonna try something," and he's gonna kind of go like cornbread, and he just like points at it, and he's gonna cast telekinesis, and he's going to try to will it with a so telekinesis allows you to move stuff, like thought. He's going to try to is it a huge or smaller creature?
It is smaller than huge, yes.
Okay, so it says make an ability check with your spellcasting ability contested by this creature's strength check. Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
So 25.
Okay.
My strength is my strength is nothing, but my intelligence is +5.
All right, and so which direction? So you have as you cast, you're able to get control of it, and now you kind of you have control of it. So what do you want to do?
I want to kind of Jean Grey Phoenix move it up, pull it out of the hole and lift it up and away from the wall up in the air.
So you want to pull it out and then up and over.
Yeah, just like snot rocket that thing out of the wall, just kind of lift it up and be like, "All right, I got this one."
All right, so as you guys look at this, you start to pull this creature out, and as it's pulling out, the blob of it keeps kind of pulling. Just the tip of the iceberg of this thing, and it starts to pull out some of the rock too, as it starts to become even more massive, and it starts to get kind of pulling from more places and blobbing up, and by the time you pull it out, it's again maybe about, I don't know, I got beanbag chairs on the mind. It's about this size of a beanbag chair. Type of thing, and you pull it up, and it's kind of pulling in all these different directions, and all you guys that are looking at it, as you're kind of looking at it, even though it's this black oil slick opaque thing, as you're looking at it, you can almost see in there, almost like it's pushing faces that, or skulls that kind of come through, and then it kind of goes in, but it's completely amorphous, so you're just getting these horrible visions of flesh and that kind of shimmer oil sheen as you lift it over, and you're able to lift it over. Do you want to set it on the ground or drop it after it's over?
I want to hold it for up in the air. Okay. As far away as I can. I mean, I know it only goes 30 feet, but it says I can hold it for my whole turn. It's concentration up to 10 minutes. And it says on subsequent rounds, I can use my action to attempt to maintain my telekinetic grip on the creature by repeating the contest. So I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Okay, so you're suspending it over the wall on the outside.
Biscuit's holding it up so that somebody else can do something, or just kind of decide what we want to do with it.
All right, very good. All right, so you maintain your concentration on that. It's now its turn. Can it do the challenge again?
On my next turn.
On your next turn. So it's restrained, has the restrained condition.
Yeah, restrained. Speed comes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. And it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So it could try to attack, but it's going to be disadvantage.
As you're holding it, it kind of begins to kind of vibrate and kind of change its shape a little bit, and you, Biscuit, as you're kind of concentrating and holding it, this rock comes and it hits you. You get kind of hit by this rock, and you look up, and one of the Dragonborn has turned around, and they're looking at you, and they're picking up another rock, and they throw it at you again. So go ahead and roll.
What the heck, man? I'm trying to help y'all.
They don't respond. Go ahead and roll. What is it to maintain concentration? A con check?
It's a concentration, yeah.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll that.
Saving throw.
Yeah.
Saving
or is
throw.
it just a check?
Or who
Saving throw, I think.
Concentration. Saving throw.
10.
Okay.
To beat 10.
24.
All right, so you're able to maintain the concentration on that. Go ahead and roll a quick Arcana check. for me, Biscuit or Cookie. I guess either of you.
It's Biscuit. 20. You got a plus.
All right. So as you look at the Dragonborn who threw the thing at you, you know right away they're charmed.
Oh. Oh no!
And
Hey, get that guy! That orange one with the yellow spots. He's under the influence. Bonk him on the head or something.
And at the same time, you guys all hear on the outside. You hear this like knocking, like clattering on it, and it's like, "Help! Let us in! Let us in! Let us in, please! We're free of the ooze. Let us in! Are you there? Are you there?"
On the outside of the gate?
Yeah. All right, and with that, it's Diedre's turn.
Right. So, Biscuit has this giant ooze still restrained and up above. How tall? You said that's like about 30 feet up from us?
Well, I had to pull it out, so it'd probably be closer to like 20 feet high.
Yeah, it's floating over the outside, maybe
outside
like
of the wall.
5 feet up, or 5 feet from the top of the wall, and I don't know, 5 feet out.
And our only other, I guess, quote unquote, enemy would be the orange Dragonborn that just threw stuff at us.
Yes. Those are your visible threats.
Well, I'm not trying to ruin his day just yet, so I'm going to go ahead and sneak attack. And I'm going to take my shadow blade that I conjured while we were running over, and I'm going to actually throw it up as a thrown weapon to the whatchamacallit.
All right.
And
as you approach it, before that, let's go ahead and roll a con save as you kind of are moving a little closer to it. Go ahead and roll a con save.
that's an 8.
An 8. All right. So as you're coming up to it, this noxious again just knocks you back a little bit. So for your attack here, we're going to give you disadvantage on the attack roll here.
So I can't use my sneak attack. Boom! But does that, like, so it basically cancels out the advantage I would have for being restrained, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's basically just kind of a normal attack.
Just straight attack.
Well, poop. That is less exciting.
But it can still be good. Yeah, don't sell yourself short.
Okay, well then I'm just gonna go ahead then, and I'm gonna fling a dagger because I keep them in my boots.
Okay.
And I'm gonna look at
And several other places.
Yes, there. It's like Oprah. There's
Here,
just
over
daggers
there,
under
there's
in
one over
every
here.
crevice.
You get a dagger,
You
you
get a
get
dagger. You get a dagger. So she's going to like kind of jostle back, realize like she's not going to be able to do what she initially, and so she's going to fling a little dagger, kind of aiming like for ideally like shoulder or shin, some like non-vital organ on this Dragonborn.
Oh, okay. All right, go for it.
So that's gonna be a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that'll be 8 damage.
All right, awesome. So you fling that blade. It lands down in kind of the fatty part of the lower leg, there behind, and they and they kind of crumple over a little bit and reel out in pain there. But yeah, you hit him straight on.
Okay. I'd like to, having yeeted that dagger towards the Dragonborn, use my remaining movement to move as close as I can get to the floating ooze thing without being directly underneath it.
Okay, so you move your way up, and you're pretty close. It's just kind of maybe even arm's reach if you stood up on kind of the little barrier wall to you. All right, so you're there, crouched down, waiting, and again, it just this pulsing. It's just almost overwhelming. It's like putrid smell and the presence of it too. Awesome. Okay, it is now Igneous' turn.
Okay, lots gone on. So initially I was looking at Ooze coming through the wall. Did that get pulled out and is now part of what's being telekinetically floated?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I will acrobatically hop up to the top of the wall to where the Dragonborn is.
Whoop. Okay.
And punch him once to start with.
The Dragonborn who was charmed.
Is he still looking charmed? Despite the dagger in him?
Roll a wisdom. Just straight up wisdom.
I have some wisdom. Oh, but I rolled a 1. 5.
This guy's a threat, man. It's bad news. It's bad, bad.
Well, it's not going to be lethal, but I'm going to punch him in the face.
Okay. Which fist are you using? Cold or hot?
That's not activated. This is just a regular magical monk punch.
And just your intent is to just incapacitate.
Well, I'm punching with the intent to then hit him and then stunning strike, so he'd be stunned.
Okay.
For a turn.
Okay.
So that's a 21.
Gonna hit.
He'll take a potentially unfortunate 17. Damn it, 17 damage. And then I will attempt a stunning strike. They must receive on a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of the next turn. I believe that's against a 17.
Oh, we got a 17.
Dang it. Well.
So, not stunned, but you hit him in the face, and he's like, "Oh, God! Ow! Oh, no! What did I do?"
Is this the same guy without eyebrows? Or is this a different dragon?
Yeah.
Dang
no, same guy. Okay. We'll say it's the same guy. No, it'll be a different. Actually, it'll be a different guy. That burnt eyebrows is still up on the up on the wall. This is another guy.
But am I maybe able to recognize from that maybe he is not charmed, or try again?
You at this point with his stunned kind of nature, you think he doesn't seem charmed or kind of out of it. He's really reeling from it. It sounds like he has his voice back.
All right, great. I knocked it out of him. All right, what else can I do?
Great.
I don't know that I've ever used this actually, but in the creation of Igneous, we negotiated that he can conjure and throw spears made of fire, which is a combination of he could throw spears and he would also, as a phoenix born, produce flames. Fire, So let's combine them. So he's gonna summon a fire spear and chuck it at the floating slime.
Great.
That's his second attack. It's gonna be a 28.
That's gonna hit.
And 10 fire damage.
And the spear that you have, it's a regular physical spear. It just becomes immolated as you throw it.
As we have not used this ability, I don't think in the 3 seasons since we created it. I don't know. It can be. I'm imagining it as something he can produce, kind of like Gravely's arrows and throw, but it's only spears made of fire.
Okay, it's just pure fire.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, great. So you send it out, and boom, it heads over there, and it goes in there, and you can see that as opposed to kind of maybe just stabbing in, it kind of ripples away and kind of creates this scarred black kind of mass that kind of is kind of stuck on the surface of it. It's almost this hardened piece of slime in its body there. It really didn't like that there. All right, so 10 damage there. Awesome. Anything else? Anybody else you want to assault here?
I'm not sure I can actually do flurry of blows with thrown weapons, so I think I'll call it there.
All right. So, all right. So now, all of the Dragonborn come up and they're assessing the situation and they're looking at you guys. And Clan Rock comes up and he's got he has a piece of rock, like a piece of stone it's pretty kind of nicely polished. It's at the end of this wooden handle, and he goes in and he kind of stabs up at the slime and manages to kind of hit it. But you can see that he's really he's really using the reach of the weapon there as he's hitting it. Anybody who's up at the wall, you see this one Dragonborn. She has this longbow, and she takes out an arrow, and it looks kind of like a normal arrow, but you see it has the same, instead of like a metal tip, it's like kind of this rough piece of stone that's the same color as kind of the different kind of polished kind of granite, white and gray stone that you've seen around. And she takes it and she aims over the edge. And for the first anybody there, you're kind of hearing all these voices, help, let us in, let us in. And she lets it go, and the voice kind of stops. And the guy who got punched in the face, he kind of pulls himself together and looks up and assesses the situation and sees Clan Rock hitting the other one, and he aims his hand out like this, and a beam of energy comes out and sprays forth from there. And anybody who has been around warlocks before knows that this is some Eldritch Blast magic coming in there. And so
Eldritch Blast,
and he kind of does that as he like gets his nose, kind of pulls his nose forward and gets kind of
I had to do it, man. You were charmed. You're like, better off this way.
I wasn't. I saw you punch
really
me in the face.
It's really confusing, but you were charmed.
I disagree. I don't know how I got hit by a dagger either. Did you do the dagger as well?
Oh, she'll want that back. Can I grab the dagger out of
it? Ow! Oh,
it's all right. We can heal you if we need to. Diedre, here. I toss her the dagger.
Hello, listeners of the Roll Table. This is Jeff, your DM for Season 7. It's official. The schedule for San Diego Comic-Con 2025 has been released. You can come see us on Friday, July 25th at noon. We'll be at the Neil Morgan Auditorium at the beautiful San Diego Central Library, just a block over from the convention center. The whole cast will be there, and we'll be doing a live one-shot episode with audience participation. So come check us out at San Diego Comic-Con on Friday, July 25th, 12 p.m. noon at the Neil Morgan Auditorium at the Central Library. We hope to see you nerds there. The best way to support us is to leave that rating and review on whatever podcast service you are listening to with right now. In fact, I have a review to read from ADHD D&D Game Guy. It goes, quote, I'm a kid who loves D&D but was struggling to find some good D&D podcasts and shows that were appropriate for me. And then my dad found this amazing podcast, and the first minute I started to listen to it, I loved it. It's a 100% kid-appropriate, joke-loaded, and fun D&D podcast, and not too many rules, forced to keep it simple and to not confuse people, which is something that is rare to find. So thank you for giving people like me a great podcast to listen to. Hey, you're welcome. We love that review. Oh, a postscript here. P.S. Coach is my favorite character because of his personality. I agree with that. Great. I also like Jarek and Maya, too. Ah, well, very good. Thank you for that. Not a lot of XX Bloody Heart in there, and that's fine. If you want to hear your review here in the mid-break announcements, go ahead and leave that 5-star review, and we'll check it out. Visit our Instagram at Rolled Table and join us on our Discord server where you can have discussions with other fans about the show, ask questions, search for Knights of the Rolled Table on Discord, or click the link in our show notes. Some of the combat music featured in this episode was created by our friend Weston Gardner and can be found on his Patreon, Arcane Anthems. All of the art for our characters and maps are illustrated by our very own Chris Daly, who also has a Patreon called Dungeon Heads. You can also catch Chris on the podcast Comic Book Keepers. If you have any feedback or questions or want to put an ad on the show, contact us, knightsoftherolltable@gmail.com. We'd also love to bring Knights of the Roll Table to other cons, conventions, locations, venues, whatever. You got a venue for us to come and do a show, let's talk, knightsoftherolltable@gmail.com. We know we're not the only D&D actual play podcast out there, so we really, honestly, truly thank you so much for listening and giving us a chance. That's all for our announcements. Now, go out and make life an adventure. All right, very good. All right, so, all right, top of the order, we're back to Branch.
All right. I kind of lost track of all the things that were going on. So we still got a floating ball of goo in the air.
Yes.
And we have how many Dragonborn are still out and about attacking?
There's kind of three or four that are up on the wall with you, and there's some other ones that are kind of down in the courtyard who are bringing stones kind of up and kind of handing them up and putting them up onto the wall or up onto the scaffolding. There's kind of and as you're kind of looking at it, it looks like kind of, kind of kids and like older people that are kind of helping with this project down there. But kind of on the top, there's 4 people kind of leading with you guys.
Okay. I'm going to conjure a full-on elemental, and I'm going to conjure a fire elemental.
Great.
And that one I do have the stats for. And then I will say, "Hey, get the big ooze thingy."
All right.
And that.
So does it get its own point in the
good
initiative,
point.
or do you want to just do it now?
It says it gets its own initiative. I'll go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
It will be a. Let's assume it's that one. 15.
Okay, great. It is Yenni's turn.
Yenni has some javelins that she usually doesn't do anything with, but are available. So I think it's time to do some javelin tossing. Am I sort of like within range, or should I like run up the wall and do it from up there?
If you're just throwing it, you're definitely within range. The wall is, like I said, maybe 10 feet up, and it's kind of floating up and above another 5 feet. So, I mean, I think you could hit it.
Gotcha. All right. Let's go for this attack. Yup. 25.
That's going to hit, and it's restrained, so yeah. All right, so that hits. Go ahead and roll the damage.
8.
8, okay, that's pretty good. All right, so you guys see this javelin come up, and it sticks into it, and as it, it gets in there, and then the rest of there's like a little opening that kind of opened it up, and it's kind of that it sets in there, and then around it, it just closes and forms back into the sphere, and after a minute, you guys see that the wood, it's maybe stuck into it. How long is a javelin? Like maybe 5 feet or so. It's stuck
4 or 5 feet.
Yeah, 4 or 5
5
feet.
feet.
So it's stuck in there like 3 feet, and there's just the 2 feet of the wood on the end. And you just, after a minute, it just, and the 2 foot end of it just falls down. Ting, 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 ting. And it just melted and dissolved the javelin inside of it. But it did have an effect as you hit it.
No, I wanted that back.
No, too bad. It is part of it now. All right, anything else, Yenni?
I mean, technically I have extra attack, which means I attack twice with the attack action. So could I just toss it in a javelin?
Sure.
I guess.
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. That is a
Surely
17.
this javelin will come back.
17.
Yeah, let's try that again. Yeah.
This time, throw it backwards. All right. Yeah, it hits. And you can roll your damage.
All right. Yeah, this one's more. 12 damage on this one.
12. All right, very good. Awesome. So same thing, you kind of hit it more towards the top, and it's sticking out. And again, after a minute, it just and like melts away, and the end of the javelin that was sticking out just falls off, just completely burnt out.
This is gonna cost me a fortune.
They're 5 silver each. Oh no. That's Yenni's turn. Next we have Cookie.
All right, Cookie.
Bring us home, Cookie.
Okay, Cookie is gonna look back at Biscuit, and he's gonna be like, "Okay, all right, there, friend. I'm gonna let you take this thing a little further away," and he is going to cast Fly on Cookie. Sorry, on Biscuit. Cookie's gonna cast Fly on Biscuit.
Okay. So now Biscuit can fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's his turn.
Okay, super. I love the tag team in here. This is great. All right, next is the Fire Elemental.
How high up is the fire elemental? Sorry, is the ooze?
It's maybe 5 feet from the top of the wall and kind of 5 feet out. So, you can
reach
kind
it
of
if
reach
you
over.
tried real hard. Okay.
Yeah, it gets on his tiptoes. He could hit
Cool.
it.
The
Yeah.
fire elemental will do that. I was trying to figure out how they
Okay.
move. It'll float on up there and then reach out a fiery hand, and it will multi-attack. Touch. That's the name of the attack.
Okay, Fire Touch.
Cool. 8 to hit.
That will miss. But it's with advantage since it's restrained, so it can
Let me
roll it
get
again.
another one then. 13 then.
That will also miss.
Oh wait, hold on. I misread that. 16.
That will hit.
Oh, okay. All right, that will be 11 fire damage.
All right.
That's attack 1.
Great.
Attack 2.
As it reaches up and hits it, it's gonna take 4 acid damage from touching it.
Attack number 2 is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's another 11 fire damage.
All right, and it'll take 5 acid damage from that interaction. And okay, so it's punched in there, and it even as it after it did the touch and burnt it, it kind of part of it kind of and then came back. So it's the interaction with the slime was not pleasant for it. And as you guys are kind of looking at it, Biscuit, you see that it's reduced itself in size. A lot of it is gone, has kind of dissolved or gone away. It's much smaller now. It's kind of barely hanging on, and it is now Biscuit's turn, and you can now fly, Biscuit. So,
all right. So that was the one that I'm holding up, and it was that was acid. Sorry.
It did acid damage to the fire elemental that touched it.
Oh, okay, but it's smaller now.
Now it's smaller. It looks like it's like having a bad time.
Okay.
And the fire elemental is still standing right there. Just saying.
Just to burn it away a little bit.
I'm just saying, if you needed a place to put it.
Give it a big
hug.
hug.
I mean, I do have the ability to fly, so I want to take advantage. Is there other things around that are still burning from all of the explosions and whatnot? Like,
yeah, you can kind of see. There actually the building kind of next door. There was like a gatehouse or something that was down there that was kind of all damaged and wrecked before, and now it's kind of fully engaged in fire. It's kind of fully on fire.
I'm gonna be like, "Come with me, little snot rag," and he's gonna fly using telekinesis to drag this thing along, and he's just gonna fly up and hover the ooze right above it like a marshmallow on a stick, and he's gonna be like, just like back on the farm, back when we used to have roasted peaches on a stick, and we would cook them until they just fall off and drip down into the fire. Oh man, that was some good stuff.
All right, so you are holding this terrible slime, and as you're doing that, just the smell and the sound that it's making is just horrible, and it's just all of you guys within the area kind of in your almost like piercing into your head, like you just hear this like scream that as it's like burning and like melting away, and finally kind of the last of it kind of goes up, and anybody up on the wall, go ahead and roll a quick perception for me if you're up on the wall. So I think that's maybe everybody but Yenni.
Me too, flying up in the air?
Yep, absolutely.
15 for Branch.
14.
16.
Cookie got 18.
All right, so everybody 15 and above.
Nope.
Sorry.
Biscuit got 9.
So Biscuit sees this. Or excuse me, Biscuit does not
Cookie,
see it.
Cookie sees it.
So Cookie sees, but they're, I guess you're a Cookie in sense, right? So whatever Cookie knows, you know, Chris, is that right? To kind of, am I thinking about this
simulacrum?
In the right way? Like if it knows something, if it notices something, is that like Biscuit knows it too?
Oh, gosh, that's a good question. I'll look it up, but I don't think so.
Okay, here's what I'll say for Biscuit, and so that everybody has this in their noggin too. It kind of like this like horrible pain is happening, and it kind of explodes, and just the Cookie kind of like sees like this bright kind of flash, almost like a little like fuse that down from the bottom of it, this like burn up of these little flashes of these tendrils that are kind of going out, and they kind of go out real just in the flash of a second. You guys don't even really see it or perceive it. This kind of like flash of these little tiny, almost like little wires, little tiny pieces that just burn up real quick.
Whoa, what was that?
Coming out of that, coming out of the little pieces, it kind of burnt up.
Yeah. Does he see where it went, or just too fast?
It's kind of almost too fast, but there's multiple. There's kind of one that's going like up and over here. There's some that are coming kind of back to the almost like a little spider web of little like fishing line just getting burnt up real quick. It's just like a quick flash of kind of seeing these that go out, and with that, the slime is defeated, and the last bit there, Clan Rock and the others like kind of look around and they go, "It's dead. It's gone. We've defeated it." And the people who are down below come up and they look over and they're like, "Oh my God, is it gone? Is it?" They're kind of like they're not sure. And Clan Rock says that it's gone. It's not coming back. And they kind of look around and they don't really know what to do. And they look at you guys and they say, You did it. You got rid of it.
You are welcome.
Well, now hold on. And Biscuit kind of floats down. Lands. He's kind of like. Now hold on a sec. We want to make sure that, maybe that wasn't all of it. I mean, it seems like sometimes with these oozes, there can be a little bit left and it can get bigger. So maybe we should kind of just, not count our chickens before they hatch. You know what I mean? Because there might be some other things they could crawl out of a hidey hole, and we want to make sure that we don't celebrate too much.
Clan Rock says, "Yes, I agree. Let's keep. Let's not celebrate yet. But with that one gone, and we're not seeing any reconstituting or any other forms. This could be a good side. This might be what we need. But yeah, let's keep up the barricades. Let's keep it up for now. But let's double check." And they go,
Branch is going to send his fire elemental into. Is there still a hole in the wall? I know when either Cookie or Biscuit, whichever one of you pulled the beach ball out, that it took some of the wall. Is there still like holes inside the wall? Because it seemed like it was in the wall from the way you were describing it.
Yeah, so it was like in And before the wall was like pretty darn like packed in and solid. So now it's kind of pulled out some of it, and some of it's kind of crumbled in there. There's not really like a line of sight like straight through, but kind of it was clearly kind of going through a bunch of the stuff.
So the fire elemental can squeeze through holes that are 1 inch in diameter.
Okay, great.
Go make sure there is no more blobby thing inside of that wall.
All right, so it floats down, and it kind of in the opposite way kind of goes in, and there's kind of like a little bit of burning and smoke that kind of happens, but it emerges and rematerializes on the other side and goes out and goes, oh, I don't know.
Shrugs.
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, looks good.
Stay there.
Yeah. Is there anything else? And he kind of goes over to
me.
It's a very spicy arcade.
It's a spicy
an Italian.
It's a good with me. All right. So there you go. Our first victory in season 7. Congratulations.
Woo!
Yay. You defeated the Black Oblex.
Oh gosh.
The Dragonborn who got hit with the dagger comes over to Igneous and kind of
hey, buddy.
looks at you, and he does not look like he's in much of a mood. And he real quickly just and like kind of hits you on the shoulder like really hard. Don't hit me anymore, and don't stab me either.
Could I actually have that dagger back? It's a really nice one.
Oh yeah, I got it here. Just kind of wipe it off on
Thank
my
you, love.
pants.
It's nothing personal. You were just, being annoying.
He goes, Clan Rock, help me. And Clan Rock comes over, and he kind of puts hands down on his leg and casts a heal spell and kind of heals him up there.
Oh, very nice.
See, you're fine.
Hey,
I think we should
Clan
take
Rock.
a moment to appreciate that I managed to skirt any non-vital organs, so you're welcome.
Yeah, that is surgical precision, Diedre. Nice job. Hey, Clan Rock, maybe we should tell your queen that the threat is neutralized. Hmm?
We can go tell her if you want.
He says, "Oh, I'm sure this will. I'm sure this will change things. I will let her know right away. Absolutely. But let us continue to fortify and check on everybody and make sure it's good. But yes, I will tell her for sure."
Hey, Clanrock.
Yeah.
When you were introducing us earlier, you said we were knights like Omuri, something like that. Do you have a knight down here?
Oh, well, no, Omuri was a former queen of ours who was inducted into the Knights during a great battle. And so we've always been open to accepting knights since one of our own was inducted as a knight centuries ago. That's she is known as our great as one of our great leaders, and that she was a knight of the realm as well.
All right.
Cookie's gonna use mending to try to start fixing the hole in the wall. Just
yeah, so no problem. Like you just seal it all up, and it's starting to look real good. And some of the other younger Dragonborn are helping you, and they say, "Wow, it was really cool." They're kind of talking to you.
See, what you need is some good joint compound here, and then what really helps is if you have anything like chicken poop. It kind of like binds it together. Do y'all have any like like glue or any kind of like cornstarch or anything like that?
Cornstarch? They're like, I don't know. You're funny, Mister. You're funny, and they're kind of like helping and kind of talking with you. And all right, very good. So that's we'll continue next time after the battle with this. But congratulations on finishing the first battle! Yay!
My only hit was stabbing a Dragonborn.
You know,
You gotta do it.
that was my one
Thunder of the
move.
innocent.
It might not be the last one.
You snooze, you ooze.